Hello guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make it so that when you turn your head up and down, your character actually bends up and down his head and his lower body. And it's really important if you want to have true first person animations and you want to have, say you're holding an item or something. It can also be replicated very easily, so let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is just the default third person template. As you can see, Um, I just made it first person. This works for any mesh and any setup as long as it follows the UE5 or UE4 skeleton. So as you can see, if I look down, you can't tell that the character is looking down. So if you're holding something, it it won't work. So, but if I go to here and I just connect this, now if I look down, you can see camera sort of moves, and if I look down like that, then you can see the character now looks down and his arms follow, and so I'll show you how to achieve this result. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your character blueprint, and just right where wherever you're doing your camera input, so when you're, say, turning, you can also do this on tick if you want, but it's not really needed. So whenever you're moving your camera, whatever this looks like in your controller, we're just going to want to create a variable called, let's say, camera rot, and this will be a rotator. And all we're going to do is set it every time this event is triggered. And you're just going to want to do get controller rotation. Get control rotation. And just connect this in here like that. And that's all you have to do for the third person character BP, or whatever your character BP is. And now you're going to want to go to your animation blueprint. So in the animation blueprint, the very first thing we're going to want to do is we are going to want to set a reference to our character, whatever your character is. So for me, that's going to be BP, third person character. So all I'm going to do is create this as a variable. I'll just call it character reference. And you're going to want to make sure it's the type of your specific character. And all we're going to do is whenever you initialize the animation, we're just going to want to set this reference. So the default template already comes with just a character reference, but we need a BP third person character reference. So all I'm going to do is go to here and cast to third person character, and we will just call that right there, and we will set it like that. Now this lets us get access to the rotator variable we just made. So now, on event blueprint update animation, we are going to want to, where would you want to do this? You'd want to do this just anywhere that it gets called every tick. So that is pretty much anywhere here. So I'll just do it on the third one. So you're going to want to get it, and then you're going to want to get camera rot. And then now with this, we want to break it into a rotator. And from there, we want to, we'll also make a rotator variable in our animation blueprint as well while we're here. So we'll just call this rotation. Compile, save. And from here, we're going to want to, out of the pitch, we are going to want to times it by -1. And we are also going to want to subtract it from do 360 minus the pitch. and we're going to want to select this float. So A and B, and pick A is going to be greater than or equal to 180. And from there, we are going to want to divide it by -3, or +3, sorry. And we're doing this because we will be transforming 3 bones specifically, so we want it to be the same amount. And from there, we are just going to make a rotator, and we actually want the roll, so this is perfect how it is. And we are just going to set the rotation. And just make sure this is all connected, like so. Okay, so that is our variable set. So now all we're going to want to do is go to our animation graph. This is the standard template graph. I haven't changed anything. But so whatever yours is, just before output pose, we are going to want to do transform modify bone, and we'll disconnect this. We're going to want to connect this here. And out of this, to make things easier, we can take away some of these pins. So we don't need anything except the rotation. So translation, just click expose this pin and that gets rid of it. Do the same for scale and alpha. Okay, now here, before we do anything for rotation, all we're going to want to do is make sure we add to existing, like so. Okay, and now we are going to want to get the rotation and put it in there. And we will now just choose the bone. So for the UE4 or UE5 skeletons, you're going to want to do spine 1, spine 2, and spine 3. So the first one is going to be spine 1. So just go here, like that. And now just do the same thing here, connect these, and spine 2. And the same for spine 3. And whenever you connect that, it'll automatically make a component to local, so then it will just work. And just make sure this is spine 3. And now, if you want to replicate this as well, all you have to do is make sure this variable is set to make sure this variable is correctly replicated across the client, between the client and server, and same with this one. As long as these two variables are replicated, this movement will be replicated as well. So now, if we just make sure everything's saved, now if we play, you'll see. Let's choose the result. So, and if you look down, so that's going to be how you achieve that result. And if this helped anyone, leave a like, and thank you guys for watching.